Basically, this bike is a race replica. Oh my God! Imagine, whew, the front wheel just floating just a little bit. So hopefully y'all made it over to this video by seeing my previous video, which was 5 reasons you should be picking up a CVO Road Glide ST today. Yes, at the end of the year of 2024. If not, definitely check that video out after you watch this one. But in that video, I went over a few reasons on why you should be looking into picking up one of these beautiful machines. But this video is just going to be a short ride review as I take her back over to Speedway Harley-Davidson. This beauty does belong to Speedway Harley-Davidson, and I'm gonna tell y'all right now, this bike is a game changer. So real quick before we pull off, I'll give you a few quick specs. You got the 121 Milwaukee 8 high output motor. It's putting out 145 foot-pounds of torque and 127 horsepower. This bike comes with a premium paint job because it is a CVO. You've got this forged carbon all over the bike. You've got this beautiful piano back finish on the inside. I mean, it doesn't get much more premium than this. You even got the Rockford Fosgate speakers that's going to put out a nice sound on this performance bagger. Basically, this bike is a race replica of the Road Glide they're racing in King of the Baggers. And it even comes with, wait for it, a race mode. I don't know if y'all can see that. That purple thing right there is actually race mode for this motorcycle. But you're going to get things like different ride modes, which I'll show you in here real quick. You've got road mode, sport mode, track mode, custom track mode. I would love to experience that. Custom A mode, custom B mode, and rain mode for the faint of hearts. Then you're able to do things like change the way your display looks. You can change it into what it's in now, which is sport mode. You could change it into a tour mode. If you're doing some cross-country riding, you switch it into tour mode, and this whole center part will be your navigation. You can even switch it over into your basic cruise mode, which I call the classic mode, where you get both of those right there. But we're on a sporty motorcycle, so we're going to leave it on in sport mode. Another thing you can actually do is change the color of your display. Just by going in here, you can adjust what's called the contrast in the display right here. So if you switch it to high contrast off, you get that blacked out look, which does look pretty good, but the bike is white, so we're going to leave it more in the white display. But enough talking. If you want to see a video about the specs of this motorcycle, there is another video that I put out previous to this that I was hoping y'all were coming from, or you can check out Speedway Harley-Davidson's video that I just did on this bike. All right, let's jump out of there. Right now, we are in rain mode. It is windy and cold, and I'm gonna put the navigation up on the screen. Let's drop down the shield so that way I'm not freezing as much as I am. So we'll do some quick slow maneuvers for you, but this bike handles literally like a dream. Literally like a dream. Like you can do circles. It just feels so light. It's such a lightweight motorcycle. This bike weighs at under 850 pounds. I believe it's 838 pounds. Soaking wet. Not like physically wet, but you know, with gas and all that extra stuff in it. Actually, I should just go out the side because of the direction I'm going. I don't know what I was thinking. We're going to head out the side if it's open. So we're in rain mode right now. Rain mode is the anti-fun mode. It's not very fun being in rain mode. I think they got the side blocked. Yeah, they got a fence up. They must be about to have an event over here. So I can't get out that way. So I'm going to circle back. So rain mode is what I call anti-fun mode. But it's a great mode to have if it's raining out or the ground is wet, because with the amount of torque this motorcycle puts out, the wheels could potentially slip. But in rain mode, it basically mutes down your throttle response to almost nothing. So you don't have to worry about the wheels slipping. But we're not about to be in rain mode. We're in rain mode now. We're going to go ahead and jump over to road mode. Now, I will tell y'all, for a performance bagger, this is an extremely comfortable motorcycle. And it's a great starting point for you if you're looking to build a serious, like ridiculous performance bagger. Like I've seen some people put some turbos on these things and they are absolutely nuts. You don't even have to do that. You can just do a stage 1, stage 2, stage 3 on this one, and you're solid. This is a great starting point, or this could be your finishing point. The bike is great as it is. It feels light on the road. You've got plenty of torque, plenty of performance. I mean, it is one of the most stylish motorcycles Harley-Davidson has ever developed, and it's definitely the best handling touring bike I have ever set on from the factory. I mean, like stock, without doing all type of crazy upgrades. I mean, you got the piggyback shocks in the rear that are fully adjustable, as well as the inverted front suspension that's fully adjustable. Right now we're in road mode. That's the mode most people would be riding in on a typical basis. They'd be in road mode, and road mode is going to get you plenty of performance as well. It's going to get you better mileage than something like sport mode and track mode, but it's not going to bring that fun factor that I know y'all looking for out of the motorcycle. It's still going to be a blast in road mode. You get plenty of performance out of it, but when you go into sport mode, it's like Kool-Aid smile nonstop. And when you go into track mode, it's like, oh my God. So right now we're in road mode. Boring. We're going to jump on up to sport mode. That's what we're in right now. Now we're in sport mode. Sport mode is going to give you some fun. It's a 121 motor. The 2024 Road Glides and Street Glides are a blast in sport mode, and those are just on a 117 motor. So you could just imagine what this thing will do. It is literally insane, and it handles so good. Not only does it feel like a performance suspension or a performance ride, it also feels like pure luxury and comfort. I apologize for all that wind y'all are hearing, but today is windy as hell for some reason. But this is a good test to the motorcycle. I mean, I'm not gonna, it's windy as hell. It's windy, and the bike is completely stable, not blowing around at all. It is solid as a rock. As you can see, it handles tremendously well in the curves. It'll give you whatever you want. And even though this seat is super stylish, and it don't got a passenger seat right now, you can get one if you want to throw a passenger on the back of here, but they might get scared when you throw it in race mode. But the solo seat is extremely comfortable. This is one of the most comfortable seats I have sat on. It's wide. It's definitely has me locked in as I would need it to, the way this bike performs. Now again, I'm not going to test out its full performance because this is a brand new unit that belongs to Speedway Harley-Davidson. So we're going to take it easy while still having a little bit of fun. Okay? Okay. Woo! Oh yeah. Like, there's not too much to not like about this motorcycle. Like, even the handlebars, they came up with a perfect fitment for everything to make this ride comfortable, performance oriented, and a blast for anybody who throws their leg over it. We're gonna bust a Yui Dewey real quick. All right, so now we're gonna put her in track mode. This is track mode. I'm only going 10 miles per hour. A little bit nervous. Let me get over the crest of this hill so I can make sure ain't nothing up here. All right, so we're in track mode. We're gonna do a quick roll on and see how much screaming I do. Oh my God. Woo! Woo! Track mode is a complete beast. You even feel the front wheel just floating just a little bit, like it's coming up. And I did not give it much throttle at all. I was not gonna do that, but track mode that's a monster. Let's get her back on down the road mode. We're not gonna stay in track mode too long because I'm coming up on my turn where we're gonna be exiting the routes. But as you can see, check how this baby handles the corner. This is an amazing machine that you can do pretty much anything you want on. You can do some touring. You can do some canyon carving. You could just rip this shit through the city like crazy if you want to. You could just do whatever you want. You could pick up a new girlfriend, a new wife, whatever you want, because when you pull up on this, the girls is gonna flock. Even the guys, to be fair, the guys are probably gonna ask you more questions about this bike than the girls. So prepare to get a whole bunch of guys in their hoochie daddy shorts coming up to you like, that's a nice motorcycle. Just enjoy it. It's attention. But this is a talking, this is a showpiece. This is something that you would want to share with the world, and people are going to ask you about it, so you don't even have to worry about sharing it with the world. But this bike is meant to ride. I would say if you're going to pick up one of these, this is not something you just want to sit in your garage. Like, Harley built this bike to be on the road, so get out and ride it if you grab one. And right now is a great time to grab one. That's what I was talking about in the previous video. 5 reasons you should pick up a 2024 CVO Road Glide ST today. Make sure you go check that out at the end of this video. But you can't go wrong with something like this. All right, we're back in rain mode. Yeah. As we're pulling back up to the dealership, people, I would like to thank you for going on that short ride with me. I would have gave you a little bit more, but it's cold in my hands. I can barely feel. They're leather gloves, but they're not lined right. So, my hands is cold as hell. So that's why I ain't ride it too much longer. And because it's a damn CVO. And, that's why I didn't like rip it like y'all was expecting. This ain't my motorcycle. But if you enjoyed this video and you love the content I'm putting out, make sure you give this video a big old thumbs up. I would love it for y'all to hit that subscribe button, that bell notification, and also comment down below. The comments really help the algorithm. The comments also help me come up with future ideas or other ideas for videos that y'all might want to see. You can ask questions down there, and some of those questions I will answer with a video. Look, it's Diaz outside. Give it a thumbs up if you think I should just run Diaz over. I'm not gonna do it. That's the homie. But we are pulling back up to Speedway Harley-Davidson. If you're ever in the area, make sure you come by and say what's up. But I will, see y'all in the next one.